And guys, the opportunity in the market is always there, is always a crucial concept, because deadline day is coming and big news are coming. Dibu Martínez, guys, out of Aston Villa squad for tonight. Dibu Martínez is out. Dibu Martínez is not with the squad. Why? Because Dibu Martínez wants to go to Manchester United. So let's see what happens now. I try to explain the situation to all Manchester United fans. Dibu Martínez wants to go to United. Dibu Martínez has an agreement with Manchester United on the contract. His agent, Jorge Mendes, is driving the process. So agreement done with Emi. Now, what is needed is the agreement between Aston Villa and Manchester United. After the game of Aston Villa, so between tonight and tomorrow morning, Villa and United will discuss the terms of the Emi Martínez deal. So conversations are ongoing. Meanwhile, wait, let me check. We are online. Meanwhile, it's important to say that while the situation of Emi Martínez continues, Manchester United have spoken again today with the club Royal Antwerp for the situation of Senne Lammens. So Man United have the following situation. They are negotiating for Senne Lammens and they are negotiating for Emi Martínez. They will only sign one. Emi Martínez is pushing to go to Man United. Meanwhile, Aston Villa have called for Senne Lammens in case Emi Martínez goes to Manchester United. So there is this domino of goalkeepers ongoing. Keep an eye on the situation of Emi Martínez because he really, really wants to go to Manchester United. He's not in the squad tonight, and so a really interesting story. Then, we said about Emi Martínez, we said about this one. Don't forget that Ederson is getting closer to Fenerbahçe and Gigio Donnarumma is ready to go to Manchester City as soon as Ederson leaves. So don't forget that story. Then, more to mention, Manchester United fans, many messages on Angelo Stiller. Angelo Stiller has been mentioned as an option for Manchester United midfield in the last hours. I saw reports, many of you sent me, on Manchester United delegation for this situation. So, for the situation of Angelo Stiller. What I'm hearing, what I'm understanding is that Angelo Stiller is not a negotiation ongoing for Manchester United. So I tell you what I know, guys. It's 24 hours to go. I see the excitement of Manchester United fans for Angelo Stiller, who is a very good player, who has been linked with several top clubs this summer. But Angelo Stiller is not in negotiations with Manchester United. Man United are not working on a deal for Angelo Stiller. So that's the story, full stop, for Angelo Stiller and Manchester United. Then, I expect Angelo Stiller to stay at Stuttgart, just to clarify, because again, he was also linked with other clubs, including Real Madrid this summer. Someone said in June that Real Madrid had an agreement with Stiller, not true. Real Madrid never agreed anything with Stiller. He's a player they follow, but that's it, as they follow many. Man United also follow the player, but nothing at all. Then, guys, more to mention about situations around England, because on Chelsea, at the moment, the Nico Jackson deal is still on hold, with the player insisting to stay at Bayern, with Chelsea working on solutions. So the player is still in Munich as of now, waiting for Chelsea decision. Nico Jackson really wants to play for Bayern. So let's see what's going to happen there, because it's a really interesting situation, it's a really interesting development, but at the moment, the player insists to play at Bayern. And so Chelsea are looking for solutions. I'm not aware of negotiations for Konrad Arder. Many reports on this one, but at the moment, as of now, I'm not aware of advanced negotiations between Chelsea and Konrad Arder. I'm not aware of bids from Chelsea for Konrad Arder. I'm aware of negotiations between Arder and Leipzig. Then, guys, we will see what's going to happen. In case something arrives, I will let you know. I wanted to clarify on Bayern, guys, that many of you asked me about Bayern and Ademola Lookman. What I'm told, guys, is that reports of loan with buy option, 28 million euros, this and that, forget about loan with buy option for Ademola Lookman. This is what Atalanta say. Atalanta message is very clear on Ademola Lookman. Permanent transfer or nothing, guaranteed obligation to buy or nothing. So they are not selling the player on loan with option to buy for 28 million euros. This is the message to Bayern, this is the message to Tottenham, because Lookman is also on Tottenham list. This is the message to Galatasaray, also interested in the player. Who wants to sign Lookman has to put on the money a permanent transfer proposal or loan with obligation. Atalanta already rejected 45 million euros on permanent deal or loan with obligation, so guaranteed money from Inter in July, and they want a permanent transfer for Lookman. So that's the position, that's the situation. I will let you know what happens there. Then, Kobbie Mainoo, guys. More to say on the situation of Kobbie Mainoo. Just a second, let me check. Okay. No, on the situation of Kobbie Mainoo, what I wanted to mention is quite clear, this story. Manchester United insist again tonight with the player that he will not go anywhere. They don't want Kobbie Mainoo to leave. They don't want Kobbie Mainoo to go somewhere else. They don't want Kobbie Mainoo to go on permanent or loan deal. No chance for Manchester United. Even before the game of yesterday. Yesterday, Kobbie played in the second half. Then injuries for Matheus Cunha, injury also for Mason Mount. And so the message coming from Manchester United is that they don't want him to go. Clear, strong message from Manchester United. We will be following the situation because till the end, I think Kobbie Mainoo, also on deadline day, will push to find a solution on loan. Kobbie really wants to go. Kobbie really wants to play. Kobbie really wants to move. But Man United are still closing the doors. So the message I'm getting from my sources on Manchester United is Stiller, fake news, nothing. And Kobbie Mainoo, at the moment, the situation is still clear. They don't want the player to leave or to go. Real Madrid, many questions on Ceballos. I'm told that Ceballos is not in negotiations with Fiorentina, and Fiorentina directors also confirmed that there is nothing into this story for Dani Ceballos, at the moment staying where he is. Atletico Madrid are signing Nico González from Juventus, and Juventus will sign Edon Zegrova, just waiting for the formal steps, and then will be a here we go, big exclusive story. Nico González will go to Atletico Madrid. So, many movements in the recent hours. Let me see this question. Coming from Vo45. Is there something between Lookman and Galatasaray? Look, at the moment, Galatasaray are following the situation of Lookman, but they've not sent a bid to Atalanta yet, and Atalanta have informed all the people close to Lookman that for Lookman, what is needed is a permanent transfer proposal, or a loan with obligation guaranteed. So Galatasaray, Tottenham, Bayern, whoever wants to sign Lookman, also Italian clubs, whoever knows what are the conditions for this deal. So let's follow the situation, let's see what's going to happen, but for sure, this is the story on Ademola Lookman. Let's follow also all the other stories, guys, because I think this Nicolas Jackson deal will have a big impact on the market in the next 24 hours to understand what's going to happen with Nico. Remember that one day is missing. Remember that Guéhi is starting for Crystal Palace tonight against Aston Villa. So Oliver Glasner showing his intention, what he said in public, is also on the pitch. He wants the player to stay and he considers the player as crucial. So let's follow the situation. But for sure, at the moment, what is very clear is that Liverpool want Guéhi. They offer £35 million plus 10% sell-on clause. But this depends on what Palace will decide tomorrow.